on Saturday?
Yeah, overall thought they played pretty well, played with a lot of intensity, a lot of focus. First game, really with the two veteran guys, no real jitters because this is, they've been there before. So just excited to get them there in the new offense.
How'd Sean do blocking? It seemed like he did pretty well.
Yeah, he did pretty well. He kind of did what he usually does. Nick really took it upon himself to step his game up in the run game, and you can see it. I mean, he had 2 or 3 times where he put guys in the sideline, so he's taking a lot of pride in that, and really showed camping now.
When Mike Dana entered the transfer portal, did people come to you and say, vouch for him or talk about what he did at Central?
Yeah, I've known Mike since he was in high school and since he's obviously was at Central, and Coach asked and really came to a meeting. We talked about it in the meeting, and anybody know anybody trying to go anywhere or leave, and I think I know somebody that might be able to help us. And Mike's an awesome kid. He's done an awesome job here. So yeah, definitely high praise for Mike as soon as I heard about that.
What was your message to him when you were recruiting him this winter?
Wasn't really much to say to him because he's kind of a guy that's all about his business. It's one step at a time for him. I just told him to come in, just be who he is, work as hard as he always does, and everything will work out just the way it should be.
The ball that Sean had in his hands, Coach Harbaugh said that it's a ball that he'll catch as he gets a little bit stronger. You guys count that as a drop? Are you that kind of coach? It's a drop, or is that?
Oh yeah. It's a competitive catch, and DB made a great play, but we count it as a drop no matter what. Yeah.
Were you impressed that Jim was in here talking about Charbonnet and his role in pass protection? Were you surprised what he was able to do as a freshman back?
I've only seen one other freshman back block like that, and that's the guy I played with. So that was really impressive to watch that guy 9 for 90 pickups, just go up and strike people, never back down, and know who to block with all the exotic pressures that those guys brought. It was extremely impressive, and you can just tell by the way Zach carries himself. He's all about his business. He's very mature for his age, and obviously he's a special talent.
Who was that back?
Adrian Peterson. He's pretty good.
Who?
Yeah.
How good a test was that with all the pressures they brought for your guys for a first game?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was much needed because usually in the first game you really don't know what they're going to do, and see, especially the freshmen, and then Ryan Hayes go in there and do the same thing, play exceptionally well. To watch those guys do that, especially going against our defense all the time. I mean, we see all the pressures, but to see it in live bullets in the game was really cool to see those guys pick up those pressures like that.
How many snaps did Eric get? Eric all?
I think he got 10.
Okay.
10 or so.
How'd he do in those 10?
He did okay.
Okay.
He's got some things to clean up technically in the run game. He's got some things to do, but I mean, from an athletic standpoint, physicality standpoint, he's going to be just fine. It's going to take the game experience and doing that and playing the special teams and then getting in on offense and having a certain role to get him where he needs to be.
I've heard quite a few of his teammates say that Eric possesses a certain kind of contact courage that was kind of unexpected for his frame and age. What kind of have you seen in that?
He craves it, like literally craves it. Even if there's somebody out of the way, he wants to go find. They call him the heat-seeking missile in my room because he just tries to seek and destroy anything that's there. And it's really a cool mindset for a guy that was undersized in high school and to be here now. I mean, now he's 235. He's almost 240, so he's putting on the proper weight. But if he walks in here, it looks like a string bean. So, but his mental capacity and mental knowledge of what to do, and then now you add the physicality on it, he's going to be a really good player for us.
What do you want to see his weight at, Cat?
You know what? I just let Herb and Abigail and those guys go to work. I mean, he came in at 218 and he's 236 right now. One day he comes up to me, he's like, "Hey, coach, I got on the scale, I'm 238. I'm like, "Good for you, Eric." He's like, so like he's pushing and eating, doing things he needs to do. So he's just gonna keep growing. I mean, he's already an inch taller than me. When he first got here, he was like eye to eye with me, and I looked at him yesterday. I was like, "You grew." He's like, "Yeah, I did." So he's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. So not really a specific number. I just kind of let his body work, whatever God wants it to do.
Was there ever a time last year when you thought Ryan Hayes might be your guy?
You know what? I was told this a long time ago. Guys are allowed to get better, and then with our strength staff and the people we have, you never know what's going to happen because he's a smart kid, he's a tough kid, and you never know. So to watch him do that, because I've known him for a while too, it was pretty impressive to watch him in a game. But you saw it developing in practice.
Sherrone, how far has Eubanks come since you got him in terms of being a two-way guy who you can leave him on the field now in any situation?
He's come a mile, but that's really credit to him. He's done an outstanding job off the field. I mean, in the summer, he was begging to meet with me as much as he could, and then you see him out there with everybody else, but then he's doing extra in the run game, because athletically, he has everything you need from an athletic standpoint, but he's just come along such a long way, mentally and physically.
Do you feel like this summer was the summer that he understood that he has everything he needs to really be a special?
Yeah, I think it really clicked at the end of the summer, and then in training camp is really started to show off, because he just started making play after play after play. But that was not only in the pass game, it was in the run game. And he was, you know, when you're blocking Aiden Hutchinson and Michael and Quiddy and those guys every day, you're either going to ship in or ship out. You got no choice. You either got to get better or you're going to be sitting on the bench. So he did an excellent job, and it really paid off.
Seemed like you guys were really comfortable going two tight ends and splitting him out. What does that option add to the offense?
It just creates versatility, because we can get in any formation we have in the offense in that personnel and do whatever we want. We can use him as a fullback. We can use Sean as a fullback. We can use them both split out wide as receivers. You can use them on the line. So it's just going to create problems for defenses.
From your perspective, what made Mike successful at Central and then also taking it over here?
Probably, you know, one, he's an extremely talented kid, God-given talents, but really his drive, his motivation, and then, you know, how his upbringing with his mom and dad, how they brought him up, and he's just he's a great kid, and he's, you know, he's really focused and very mature. I mean, he's been that way since he was a freshman, so he's just kind of got that mindset that I'm going to be successful and I'm going to do whatever it takes.
Guys, anything else for Sherrone? Cool.
Awesome.
Thanks, Coach.